What's going on, guys? So welcome back to the channel. Now I know I haven't posted really much videos lately on basically anything, not even my go-kart, not even my car, but I'm still alive. I'm still quarantined for whatever's going on right now, but since I got nothing else better to do than stay home, I might as well just make a video. It's like 2 o'clock right now in the morning. Can't get no sleep, so just a little update on the go-kart. I haven't really done much to it. Not performance-wise, not really. Well, I haven't really done anything to it. Been kind of busy. Work's going slow right now. So I guess I'm gonna do this. I've been having some problems with the go-kart lately, so I'm gonna show you those problems right now. Maybe if you guys are experiencing the same problems that I am experiencing right now at the moment, maybe this video will help you out. Maybe it won't. Who knows, you know? So let me show you what I'm doing right now. Alright. So one of my problems is this tire seems to be going flat. I just aired it up. Oh, and I just bought a compressor. So that sexy beast right there. Yeah, I picked it up at Harbor Freight. I think it was on sale. It was on sale for $145. So I got that new little toy right there to help me out with my tools. I haven't got really much on it, but the basic air compressor starter kit. But same stuff here in my garage. Nothing's really changed, but this. So here's the go-kart. It's still in one piece. Thank God. The way I drive it. Okay, so actually one thing I have done for this go-kart was the exhaust. So I don't know if you guys seen on my last video, I bought the kit, the stage 1 performance kit from gopowersports.com. So it's a good kit. So because of the filter, which I got to clean up, I got this mud all over it, and it comes with an exhaust. Okay, so here was the problem. Oops. So this is the exhaust it came with. It came with this exhaust, this little exhaust outlet, and that intake. So that was, I think I paid like $70. So the only problem with this, if you have a Trailmaster, this part right here, this part will hit this exhaust if you have a bend. So this one bended like that, right? Had a curve and it bent up here because I was taking on some hills and I found some good little hills, and I've been pushing the limits on this Trailmaster and I bent it right there. So hopefully I could get this fixed and sell it to somebody that wants it or needs it. But I got this one. Oops. This is a center outlet exhaust, so which is perfect because this does not hit. Yes, I kind of messed this up. I don't know how I messed up this light reflector, but I messed it up anyway. So I'm pretty sure I messed it up from here. And what is that noise? Back to what I was saying. So yeah, so this is a center outlet that Go Power Sports has. It's nice, you know. Not too bad. I painted it a little bit, but it's starting to flake off on where I painted it. I don't know why, but I've always had this problem whenever I painted my exhaust on my own vehicles. So it's flaking at the moment, but this right here, I don't know what that is. Like the paint got burnt. I don't know, but anyways, so that's what it looks like. That exhaust, I probably paid about $40, $30 to $40 around there. It's not too bad. So other than that, guys, that's the only update that I have for this vehicle, for this go-kart. Let's see. So here's my other problem. So, I'm sorry. The other day when I was driving, it felt like my steering wanted to go. So if I was in the driving, it would want to turn to the right. Now, I aligned the tie rods. So these tie rods, you could align them so that way these wheels go straight. And I did it. I drove it the day before that. I had no problems with it. Just the other day I drove it, and that's when I started feeling that. So And I've also noticed yesterday that on this spindle, this arm right here was hitting this my coilover, the strut. I don't think it's supposed to do that. So what I'm planning on doing is taking this whole thing apart, all this in the bottom, taking off this wheel, making sure all the bolts are nice and tight. Hopefully I didn't mess up the ball joint that connects to this arm right here. And if I did, I could always replace this whole piece. I think it's like 50 bucks, which is no problem. But I want to get that fixed because since we're quarantined here in California, I got nothing else better to do with my kids than take them on the go-kart. So that's one thing that I want to do, is take this thing back on the road. And only other problem that I found also was this little bushing, or whatever you want to call it. This is supposed to stay in place. This is what holds your rack and pinion. So if this comes off, which I can't take it off right now, but if this comes off, this whole rack and pinion has some play in it. And there's a bolt right there which actually came off. So I don't know where it went, but it's a small little screw. So hopefully I can find something to hold it in place, or I don't know. But that's gonna be today's video. Just gonna take this off. Yeah, I haven't really done much to it, guys. So haven't done much to it. It's been pretty crazy right now at home. So, but now since I'll be home, I'll be doing videos. My next video I will be doing on my '01 Honda CR-V, which is the wiring on the passenger and driver. No, I already did the passenger side. Now I got to do the driver's side. So between the door, those wires always tend to rip. So what I did on the passenger side, I extended it. I soldered new. Sorry about my language. I soldered new wiring. New wiring for the to the OEM wire, so that way it works, and it works. So now, since I already did it for the passenger side, I gotta do it for the driver's side. Now I didn't make a video on the passenger side because I knew I was gonna do it for the driver's side. So I'll be doing a video on that maybe tomorrow, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I have no reason to. I'm not gonna be busy anyways. I'm gonna be staying here at home doing nothing. So yeah, let me start taking off this wheel and see what it looks like. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have taken off the little spindle arm, or whatever you want to call it. So I inspected this arm, this upper control arm. I don't see no cracks on the welds, so that's a good thing. I don't see nothing. Everything looks intact, so that's a plus right there. I was looking at these welds as well, and I don't see no problem with them as well. So this little arm right here looks good. Oops. Yeah, these little ball joints, these joints, whatever, they're moving freely. So this does have some little vibration to it, but I don't see anything. I don't think that could be the problem, unless this coilover, the strut, it's just blown out, or this racking pin is just blown out. That I need to get a new one, but I don't know, guys. Oh, and another thing. So on these go-karts, if you guys notice, they bolt up to two spots right here, right? So it'll be 1, 2. I actually took off the bottom one and just have bolted up one bolt on there. So I kind of raised this mud flap. Now I did that because when those hills that I'll go on, this mud flap would always hit that wheel, and I didn't like that. So actually, it cracked one of the welds back here because this fender was hitting that wheel. So now since I raised it up a little bit, I mean, I could probably make a bracket. I just haven't, which I probably would. I don't know. I should just make a bracket, but the whole welding, I don't have a welder. I don't have a rig welder and all that. So that's the money. But for the meantime, I just bolted up to the top bolt, zip tied it. I mean, it's still on there. So I don't know. That's just a little reference if you guys want to do it. I would prefer it that you guys do that, unless you're not going on some hills. But if you guys are taking it on some hills, and these fenders will be a problem when hitting your wheel. So I would recommend that. So let's see. Let's go on to back to this problem. So I don't see. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'll take off the strut. Am I supposed to move freely? I don't know. See, I adjusted this tie rod. I don't know. Maybe I need to do another alignment. But actually, these tires, I'm actually gonna swap them out because I see the tread marks. The arrow was going that way, right? And then when I picked it up from when I picked up this go-kart, they actually had the wheels like this. So I don't think that's right. I would think it would have to be like this, right? I mean, I would think so. So I'm gonna flip the tires. I know the back ones are like that. They go that way. So I'm gonna flip these tires around, but I don't know, guys. I mean, I'll take off the strut and see if that's the problem, but I don't see no welds that are cracked right here. I mean, I could probably tighten this up a little bit more too. But only thing that's moving is just this. And it's not like it's like cracked. It's just this bolt. Maybe the bushing's blown. I don't know. I gotta take this all off. So I'm gonna take this whole coil over, this whole strut off right here, and then I'm gonna see what it looks like. But before I do that, I forgot to mention, when you guys take this off, that little arm, I would take this off first. This tie rod. This is gonna be a 12 millimeter. Take off that nut and try to hit this out with the hammer. I was having a hard time with it, but just hit it with the hammer, it'll come out. Then once you get this tie rod out, then I would suggest taking out this bottom one and this top one and bottom one. Oh, and the lug nut, the wheel, that that nut size is a 19 millimeter bolt or socket. I mean, sorry, bolt, whatever. And this top one and bottom one, you're gonna use a 17 millimeter socket to remove those. So that's, forgot to mention that. And then, I mean, once you guys take them off, just go ahead and put it back on that little spindle, that little arm, so that way you guys don't lose those cotter pins and those bolts. And we got washers too. So okay, now let's get back onto taking out this strut. All right, so I've taken off the little coil over strut, and I see no problems with it. The bushings are still in good shape. I don't see no cracks in the weld, so this is still good. So I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm trying to show you it right there. That's those marks. That's where that little arm was hitting at. So I don't know why it was hitting. It wasn't hitting on that side. It was only hitting on this side. So I don't know. and also took off this lower control arm. Oh, and to take off that strut, guys, it's going to be a 14 millimeter right here, and to take off this lower control arm, it's going to be a 12 millimeter socket. So I inspected this lower control arm, and I see no cracks. All the welds on it look still intact. So I don't know, guys. Maybe I don't know. Maybe because I know if you guys see this, they have like little slots. They have like little slots on them. I don't know if it popped out. It's not sitting in there right. I don't know. But when I do put this all back together, I'm going to make sure that these little squares. You can see, but those little squares, they should go in there, right in those the little spots. So I'm gonna make sure all this stuff lines up. I'm gonna make sure all my bolts are tight. Cause I mean, from what I heard was when you buy the Trailmaster, these little go-karts, these little Chinese go-karts, they come already like ready from like the lower part, and then wherever you buy this from, all you gotta do, they'll put on like the top section, like the roll cage and the wheels and all that. So it's always a good idea to check your bolts, but I mean, are you really gonna check each and every bolt when you buy this? I mean, you should. But I mean, I didn't. I mean, I would think that it would be all intact, which that wheel, that back there, that wheel, which I'm losing air, which was loose, and I know it shouldn't be that loose, which I gotta tighten it up now. So it's always a good idea to just check your bolts. I mean, you might run into problems like this where you gotta take it all apart, but I mean, this is easy fix. I mean, this is really easy. So I mean, a small little vehicle like this is very easy, guys. So now, since I mean, I don't want to take off this arm. I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and these brackets and all these welds look intact. I mean, I'll make sure that this bolt is tight. But other than that, guys, I don't see nothing wrong with this welds right here. I mean, I'll look at it again, but from what I'm looking at, I see nothing wrong with it. So I mean, I'm gonna put all this back together. I'm gonna put it all back together and make sure all these that arm lines up with these upper and lower control arm. Make sure it's all good. I'll spray some lithium grease in these bolts, because these actually do these rolls. So if you guys have some like lithium grease, I would suggest put some on the bolt, so that way this helps the arm move freely, and doesn't really get that much dirt in there, because you know, it should be moving freely. So it's always a good idea to put some grease in there. Yeah, let me put all this back together, and then I don't know, maybe it was that little bushing I was telling you guys. Maybe that part came out, and then it was giving this side a hard time turning. I don't know. It could be a lot of multiple things. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all this back together, guys. I'm gonna put it all back together. I'm gonna do another alignment on this. I'm gonna do another alignment with the tie rods, getting it all straightened out. I'll look at it. I'll have my wife look at it, make sure the wheels are straight, and then maybe I'll do a video on that, on doing alignment on this, which is pretty easy. It tells you whenever you guys buy this Trailmaster, it comes with a manual, and it tells you exactly how to do the alignment. So if you guys do have the manual, look at it. It will tell you exactly what you need to do. But if you guys don't have the manual, I'll be glad to make I'll be glad to put that in this video. You know, because this alignment shouldn't take you that long than like 5 minutes. So it's very easy. Just loosen these up, spin this out a little bit, and you'll start seeing like the wheel move and all that. So it's very easy. Only tricky part is the steering wheel. It's like an arrow on the steering wheel. Just you gotta make sure it's straight, and other than that, yeah. So I'm gonna put all this back together. I'm gonna swap out those wheels. I'm gonna put that wheel on this side and then this wheel on that side, so that way those markings should be going that way, the same way as the back ones. So I'm saying, guys, maybe they messed up. I don't know. It's no one's fault, you know. I mean, they they probably sell a bunch of these Trailmasters. So yeah, so let me do that. Let me put all this back together, guys, and then I won't do it today. Well, not right now. I mean, it's still gonna be the same video, but I won't do it right now because my wife's still sleeping. But I'll do this tomorrow morning. I'll finish this up, and then I'll make a look at it and eyeball it, and then see how the alignment looks on it. But I'm gonna put all this together, and then I'm gonna continue this video in the morning. Alright, so it is the new day. It is the morning, and I put it all back together. So I dropped it down on the floor. It looks like it worked. I don't know what I did that helped it, but I don't know, guys. I took it all apart like I did, like you guys just seen, and I put it all back together, and now it's sitting right the way the way the passenger side is. So let me show you that real quick. Okay, so here's the passenger side. So as you can see, there's like little finger gap, and then here is the driver's side, which looks, I mean, I don't know, it looks the same. So I mean, I don't know exactly what I did that helped it, but I don't know, maybe taking it all apart and putting it all back together actually helped it out. But that's that. Next, I'm gonna do the alignment. Like I said, guys, there's this arrow right here, and you're gonna want that to be straight. Look at your wheels, make sure that's straight, and I mean, it looks good to me. I probably might tuck this one in just a little bit more if I can, but I'll probably make it out a little bit more. I don't know, that one looks like it needs to come out a little bit out that way. So let me do this alignment next. Alright, guys, so I just asked my wife if the wheels were aligned, and she said yes. So I'm not gonna do the alignment since there's no need for it, but if you guys are planning to do it, have this little arrow pointing up. So if you had somebody extra, an extra hand, have somebody sit down in there, hold that up, and then these are 12mm little like little nuts. So you'll break them off, and then you will just turn this outer tie rod, and when you turn this outer tie rod, this wheel will be going inwards or outwards, whatever way you need to go. And then once you have it in the position where it's straight, turn these nuts and tighten them up and back off this outer tie rod, and that's gonna be for the same side for the passenger. And that's about it. So I'm gonna go for a test drive, see if it works. My next guess is that rack and pinion is just bad. I need to go get a new one, but I hope it's not bad. Okay, so like I said, I told you guys I was gonna do that video on the wiring for my 01 Honda CR-V. I'm gonna have to delay that video only because I got called into work, so work is pretty important right now. So I will do that another day, but that's gonna end today's video. So I hope you guys liked this video, if it helped you out. Bye. Can you stop? You just look like cute. So like I said, this is gonna end today's video. Hope you guys like this video. Hope it helped you out in any way. And if you guys haven't, please subscribe to my channel, and please hit that like button, hit that bell notification so that you guys are up to date on new videos whenever I post them. On that note, I'll see you guys later. Peace.